Hello, I'm Rebecca Chaplin and I'm proud to be presenting Motors.co.uk's new series, Live More Moments. A series where our amazing guests share with us their car moments, memories of their first motor, nostalgic childhood road trips, and the must-haves to their existing or future cars that will enable them to live more. In our first series, we are chatting to some inspirational women of the automotive industry here in the UK. This month, we celebrate one of the most important days of the year, International Women's Day. And this time, the theme is Break the Bias, championing a world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. So let's chat with some of the women breaking the bias as I proudly present to you Motors.co.uk Live More Moments, with the women powering the automotive industry. Today's guest is a self-confessed petrolhead, globe-trotting enthusiast, and at the age of 24, changed careers into the motorsport industry, which has led to her becoming a race mechanic in the W Series. She has her own YouTube channel called Cars and Bras, where she shares with us her passion for all things automotive. You can follow her journey into this industry and all-round insight to her daily car lifestyle. So to kick off our series, I would like to introduce to you Cleo Collins, a race mechanic at W Series. Welcome, Cleo. It's nice to have you with us today.
Hello, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're having a very busy time at the moment, I guess, with testing and things.
We have, yeah. So last week we had 4 days testing, Sunday off, and then pretty much back to it again this week.
Amazing. So from the age of 20, you bought a Mini Cooper S and you turned that into a track day car. Yes. Before this, did you have a passion, not just for cars, but for car mechanics as well? Or did that kind of put you onto both?
Yeah, not necessarily mechanics as such. Mostly sort of from my dad working on cars as a kid. So I used to sort of help out, watch and observe that way. And then it was only really until I started doing track days and I thought, God, I should really fix my own car if something goes wrong. Because I'd go to track days on my own. I used to drive my car there and back. So I thought, I should really be able to sort of learn to at least fix the basics. And I guess, yeah, from there, that kind of then thought, actually, I really enjoyed this. How can I sort of turn this into a career? And it's kind of where it's led me today.
So how did you take those next steps from track day to becoming a W Series mechanic?
Yeah, so I had a couple of friends that worked as motorsport mechanics anyway. So I was quite interested in what they did and sort of see what they were always up to. And then initially I started volunteering with a racing team. It was quite hard to get into at first. It definitely wasn't easy. There was sort of a lot of people sort of didn't accept me, sort of take me on because obviously I had no experience. There's a lot of persistence. And then from there, I managed to get in with one team, Accelerate Motorsport. And again, they sort of pushed me through and sort of continued with them over the last couple of years.
Amazing. A lot of determination there, definitely. So next week is International Women's Day, and this year the theme is Breaking the Bias. What do you think the industry needs to be openly talking about?
Definitely a way of helping women get into the industry would be great. Obviously, I know there's quite a few women in the industry that would love to do it, but don't know how to sort of put a foot in the door. So certainly something like that would be very beneficial to them.
And you obviously work with a load of amazing women. Is there anyone who's really inspired you in your career?
So I would say there's quite a few really. It depends sort of in my industry because I work in motorsport, but Lena Gade's obviously sort of very inspirational. She's one of the engineers for Multimatic. So I'd say Lena Gade.
Brilliant. I've seen that your favourite car to race is the Mini GP2, but for everyday driving, what does your car need to deliver to enable you to live more?
It's got to have, so I do a lot of motorway mileage. So I'd say comfort is a definite, perk for me that I'd like to have, and definitely MPG. And funny enough, the cars that I have don't have either.
Because what are you driving at the moment is your daily?
The daily I have is a Volvo C30 T5. So I guess it's comfortable, it's automatic, but it's certainly not MPG efficient at all. I want the petrol prices at the moment.
Oh. If you ever have some downtime during W Series, which country is the best for exploring?
Budapest was great. That was really great. Yeah, obviously we were quite central there as well because the track's quite close to sort of the city centre, so we were able to sort of stay in the centre. So that was really good. That was a really cool place to stay at downtime.
We often see you on your social media road tripping about. Is there a place that you love to go for a drive the most?
The Lake District was incredible. I went there over Christmas. That was really cool. But I would actually like to do the NC 500. So that'd be next on my list. And I think that would probably top the mark for what the UK places.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Cleo, for chatting to us today and for sharing your impressive career so far. We look forward to seeing where your career takes you next. Thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. And remember, a new episode will be launching every Tuesday throughout March. If you'd like to keep up to date with Cleo's daily car lifestyle, check out her YouTube channel in the description box below. I'm Rebecca Chaplin, and thank you for watching this episode of Motors.co.uk Live More Moments, Women Powering the Automotive Industry.